to Glenora, or you off-ramp here and go under Bridge 3 to Chitungwiza. And then kana uchibva kuHarare is Bridge 1, which is at the center. This is like the pivot of the whole intersection. So kana wakubva ku Glenora, you go under Bridge 1 and under Bridge 4 and 5 to Glenora. And then also to Chitungwiza, sorry. Yeah. And then kana uchida kuenda kuHarare uchibva kuChitungwiza, you go under Bridge 4 and 5, under Bridge 1, and then you go a loop in where there were the walls, the vertical.
Do you want me to I'm sure I can stand. Oh, sit. Okay. Thank you so much, our Director of Ceremonies, Comrade Engineer Kangara. Let me also hasten to acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Minister of Harare Metropolitan Province, Honorable Charles Tawengwa, Pamsoro Chef, and also let me acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development, Comrade Sako Pamsoroi, and my fellow colleague MPs, Honorable Taedzwa from Epworth constituents, and his Honorable Kanopula and from Harare South, who is also the Member of Parliament for this wonderful project. I don't know my good colleague, Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister Nangagwa. I'm sure he was with us. I don't know where he is. Allow me also to acknowledge the Secretary for Harare Metropolitan Province, also Party Chairman Wamasimire Mbwatati Navo, together with the comrades from the ruling party, ZANU-PF, and also DCC Chairman for Zone 2, Comrade Gomwe Tatinavo, and also members of the ruling party from Zone 2. Allow me also to acknowledge our Chief Director in the Ministry, Engineer Jana, and your team, members, other government officials from other ministries. We've got finance. I was seeing some senior directors from the Ministry of Finance in our midst. Let me also acknowledge your presence. Those from the parastatals, I need also to acknowledge your presence. Comrades and friends, and my good friends, today we are here, the fourth estate, and you know very well that I treasure you, and I always say failure to acknowledge your presence might end up spoiling the entire day. My good friends from the fourth estate, it is quite pleasing that finally we are here. And I always like to relate to the biblical examples that normally what we are doing is not new. What you are seeing today has been happening time immemorial. And you find that even during the days, during the Old Testament, you can hear the Joshua and the Caleb, where they were actually assigned, they were tasked to go and do the investigation and also relate and report back. And when they came back, others decided to dwell on the miscellaneous, and only the two great men of valor, Caleb and Joshua, saying, yes, the land has got giants, we are like grasshoppers in their eyes, but we believe we are going to conquer and take that country, because what we have seen there is quite pleasing. Similarly, we have embarked on this journey. Others will report back that yes, we have seen, and others will take it positively. But what is of paramount importance is that what we've witnessed today is emanating from Zimbabweans. Kana President Baba Mnangagwa achiti nyika inovakwa nevene vayo. This is precisely what we are saying. You have seen the workmanship, you have seen those who are employed. So I then said to my team, yes, we've been hearing about Mbudzi Interchange. And I must also hasten to thank His Excellency Comrade Dr. Emerson Damzo Mnangagwa, our visionary leader. After we had the roundabout that you know very well which was problematic at this junction, vanhu vaiswedera vakamira Mbudzi pasingafambike for hours. He then said, you need to move and execute with speed. And I'm happy that this is what we've done precisely. And as you know, we also need to embark on engaging the stakeholders. And we did that as a ministry. That was part of 2021. In 2022, towards the end of 2022, that's when we resumed works. And I'm happy that, yes, contrary to what you've been hearing in the media, that it's now 2 years or so, we are only a year into the project, and you've witnessed for yourselves kuti kana chinhu chichivakwa kubva mumavhu zvinomborevei. And I then said to the team, we are inundated with calls, with messages to say, hanzi mari yakadyiwa matemai. Saka nhasi ndati timboya tizoona kuti yakadyirwa papi, kuitira kuti vanhu patinoita kutaura kumusha kuti zveshuwa takawana pakadyiwa mari. And the good thing is, we are not here to defend ourselves as a ministry, but the purpose of the tour was to then educate the masses of Zimbabwe and also enlighten those who are not here. At times, we do have this gap because we fail to address the fundamentals of any given project. So it is mandatory in the ministry that whatever we do, we have to preach. We are ambassadors. So we have to preach to the outside world so that they know. Pane vamwe vatanga kusvika pano nhasi, and you have seen it, kuti chokwadi mabridge anga ari kutaurwa from a lay person uchingofamba hako kunze, you might not understand where we are coming from. So I thought it was quite imperative as a ministry to engage the media, the fourth estate, so that we go through to demonstrate what His Excellency Comrade Dr. Emerson Damzo Mnangagwa is doing in the Second Republic. That we are not showcasing, we are not grandstanding politically, but we are here to deliver. And this is what we are doing. And the good thing about this interchange, you saw us last week, few days ago, we were touring the Harare-Chirundu road, which is also part of this interchange. So we'll be having traffic flowing from Bay Bridge to Harare, Harare to Chirundu. And the good thing is, the two ends, that is Bay Bridge and Chirundu, will be having state-of-the-art border posts that will also be constructed in tandem with the road. And we promise that in 18 months, the Harare-Chirundu leg will be completed. So this is something that we are saying cannot be done easily. And we must applaud and commend the Second Republic again for mobilizing resources, thinking outside the box, so that our trunk roads are trafficable. Not only that, we are also gravitating towards Nyamapanda. So you will see us again in the next month or so, starting the Harare Nyamapanda. And we'll also be enlarging, enhancing the border post, which is Nyamapanda border post, to also mirror the one at Chirundu and Forbes border post and Bay Bridge border post. So you will see us also moving towards Forbes border post with the dualization. Currently we're at Melfort, we'll progress into Marondera, then up to the Eastern Highlands. Why we are doing this? So that we are strategically positioned as a country. And we must thank God for that wonderful positioning as a country, where we are also going to be connecting countries to do DRC, Malawi, Zambia, and we also access Mozambique and Zambia through Kanyemba. So we are also seized, as we speak, with dualization and also the expansion of Harare Bindura, where you will see us doing the Kanyemba road into Zambia and Mozambique through a Y bridge that we are also going to be constructing. So we'll also do the Kanyemba border post again. So it will then complete the connectivity within the region. And where my good honorable member, the minister, comes from, Chimani, there is also Kesho Valley. We are also working on the Kesho Valley border post so as to enhance it and expand it. So this is what we have within the ministry in terms of connectivity when it comes to road network and bridges. And we are not resting. And we want to thank for the resource mobilization, working closely with the finance and Zinara. And also my humble plea to the people of Zimbabwe that yes, in terms of the progress, it might not be as quick as you may anticipate, but we must bear with us that we are using resources. If we were in other countries, you would see that we would get cheap funding, concessional loans from other World Banks or from other institutions. But alas, we are using our funds, which are also having competing effects in terms of the budgetary processes. So the idea behind, we have seen, we started from the Harare missing link, and I said, some of us, we believe, ndisana Simeon tinotenda taona mavanga maoko ngatichizorora zvangu indamona ndabata ndaona sakarovera. So I hope and I wonder, and it's a plea, and I've been praying about this, kuti ko rudzi rwedu rwakamboita sei, chakashata mamhanyira achinoita intange moto wadirwa parafini kana petrol chinomhanya izvozvi mamuchiona imwe interchange ichifamba nepakamusoro pemba hameno kana mambo kaona kana ndinda kakatumirwa ichikwira neparufu. So hanzi ndo zvaitwa interchange nekuti mari yadyiwa. Saka the idea is also very important to clarify, hatina chinonzi Mbudzi Interchange Compensation Fund, kahomwe kakamira kari kudyiwa, asi ndo zviri musocial media, hanzi pane kahomwe kari kudyiwa kanenge achitora mari. Hatina, we are mobilizing, we communicate with Treasury. If there are properties to be compensated, as we speak, out of the 52, 42 have been compensated partially and fully. And in terms of the figures, that's about 14.8 million, which has been paid, and which is outstanding is 14.9 million. And out of that, we've got 95 families who were affected because they had leases. Vamwe patikatanga kuvaka vanga vakazvigarisa vega murodhi vakabva. But vaive lease from the council, we had about 95, and they are relocating to Heathcliff. And local government is secured and procured in terms of the space to relocate. Vachavakirwa dzimba vonopinda mudzimba ikoko. So this is where we are. So in terms of the compensation, we then liaise, and the process is the Minister of Local Government knows ziso ministry ese in terms of valuations. Hakuna ministry inotengesa land or property without the involvement of local government. So they do the evaluations, and in terms of the structure here, the owner of the property anenga ine valuation report ana value waanotoda kushandisa. Then the Minister of Transport will write on local government for the valuation. Then we also have an independent valuer, anouya kuzoita. So we had 3 on this particular project. Hapana any independent yekuti munhu anotsonda angouya neangobva anzibhadharwa zvisingazikanwa with these parties that I have talked about. And hatina kuti taita, because mari kutotsvaga yobhadharwa vanhu. Nekuti sekutaura kwandaita hatina homwe yakagarira kuti iyi inonzi iyi homwe yakati. Kusara kwegore rino pamakanzwa Minister of Finance achiuya ring fencing mari for road development project. But kudhara tine chingoti mari yapinda muhomwe yeTreasury is the same amount. Munonzi kwaita kolera tombomhanya tombomisa izvi tobhadhara izvi muenzaniso. Kwaita chakati totora muhomwe imwe chete. Saka hakuna yanga ichinzi Mbudzi Fund. So I said maybe I need to clarify that so that going forward hapana panombonzi mari iyoyo ndo yanonoka kubhadhara vanhu ndo yambofanira kudyiwa, aiwa hakuna yakadaro. And in terms of processes, in the event that there is fraud that has happened in any given institution, we don't condone such practices. So if there is any fraud, Isusa as a ministry will not defend an individual, and I'm happy that some of the issues are before the courts, and once issues are before the courts, they are sub judice. It means we have to hear and wait for the court determination. But we are saying as a ministry, we are here to drive the agenda of His Excellency, Comrade Dr. Emasoda Mnangagwa, to run with the infrastructure development. And I'm happy that my colleague MPs are here. They've been hearing this also in Parliament. Ndafara nhasi kuti pavachadzokera vanenge vakunzwa kuti interchange yakatangira kuvakwa ma8 meters dzimwe mamabridge zvichikwira nekuti kana pazovharwa uzive kuti munhu ambodzika 8 meters. So I'm happy you have seen the infrastructure and we are progressing. We had intended to complete by March, but because of the delays of the properties that you've seen and also in the process of compensating property owners, we are moving, and I was given a date, but myself I will set my own date, which is quite prudential in terms of forecasting, so that by 31st July this year we must be having our interchange, all things being equal. Saka vanoti chichapera mune maakufamba mutserendende wamamuchiona pabhodha. Saka toda kutenda ma-engineers edu nebasa ravari kuita nekubata kwavari kuita, and we've started working 24/7. Munguva yausiku munofunga chamboita tour yeusiku kuti tinyatsotenda kuti pari kushanda. Munguva yausiku you'll see for yourselves that we are working 24/7. We'll be here. So the good thing about 31st July, we are also targeting to complete the VVIP pavilion mini airport at RGM International Airport. Techivhura domestic ne-international zvazviri kushandiswa izvozvi tiri busy izvozvi kupedzisa. Techibva tavhura zvakare ne-VVIP pavilion. Tabva ipapo tiri kubva tanovhura maroads futi anonanga achienda kuparliament. Muchaona tinoinonzi boulevard ichange ichibva muna Bindura Road ichinanga straight kuparliament. Yamunoona ine 8 lanes ichienda yakadaro 4 tichipinda kuenda kuairport. Saka zvese zviri kuita by mid-year. The good thing about giving ourselves targets is so that we can measure ourselves. Saka tinoita ne complete, and isusu tiri kuti tinoita kupedzisa section yedu yekubva kuBay Bridge. Yangosara magwanza mamwe akati sarei nekuti pampacho tienda nepamusoro penjanji, and we'll also be progressing Harare Chirundu, which we are completing in 18 months. Saka tinoita ne complete road network. And from here, as we move to Chitungwiza, tichabva pano, the contractor achagadzira road kunopinda pana Manyame Bridge. Vanoziva from Manyame Bridge tiri kubva tapfuurira kuenda kumberi takunobata Wedza Road. But imwe yacho yakatogadzirwa tiri kuenda nayo kwamakona. Tichibva pano, we also have dualization partly towards the Kuwadzana roundabout. At Kuwadzana roundabout, tiataka mini interchange. Then we'll go straight into Kickman. And from here, going towards Harare, Great Harare, muchaona tichibva pano, tichange tine ma mini interchange, one at Rothmans, a mini interchange. Then we also move towards ZBC, tine a mini interchange. Another one, again, which the minister was taken to court, the existing bridge ari wakupinda mtown inonzi Mbare interchange. The structure, the bridges are sound. Thank you. They are sound ari pambare, but we need to rehabilitate them as we move towards the main post office. Saka road yedu mchaona ichinopinda ku main post office. Then from main post office, maybe within a month, you see us. We are going to close from Julius Nyerere, tonopinda 2nd Street, takwenda Lomagant, tananga Chirundu. Ndopa chatangira road yedu inoenda kuchirundu. And we also have diversion roads. So this is what we can say pertaining to the flow of traffic within these precincts. So I'm happy to say, yes, the media we've seen, and I'm sure the questions that you can pose or entertain the questions. And I'm happy that we also have, it's also an opportunity moment to also highlight about other projects for the betterment of our people of Zimbabwe. As you heard from His Excellency, Comrade Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, during his speech at the National Heroes Acre, where he was talking about balancing provinces. So whatever we are doing, we'll also take cognizance of the fact that we've got other major projects. And one of these topical road, you have heard that last week we were doing the Harare Chirundu. Now we are finalizing a model to do Bay Bridge to Blaawai to Vic Falls. This has been problematic, which is close to 760. So you see our contractor who is on site now, Beachman, moving to attend to the sections. But we are having a model. Mashandra Trukita Harare Bay Bridge is exactly what we are doing to Bay Bridge, Vic Falls Road. So you see us descending. And I want to say to the people of Madebelland and to the tourist industry that we are saying Vic Falls is going to be connected. And you see that in terms of the rehabilitation of the airport, we are done. So we are also going to be attending to other roads within Blaawai province. We will continue with Blaawai Nkai. We will also have Blaawai Nkezi, Cholocho, Gwanda Mapisa. These are some of the roads that we are also going to be attending to. So we are not resting as the ministry. But however, the people of Zimbabwe, we cannot do everything in one day. Tinokumbira umutsane kuti mutinzwire nyasha. Kuti icho kwadi tinosvika. But support iyo inotobva kwamuri. Zvamaona nhasi, others might ask kuti 88 million ichambopinda papi, but I'm sure you now have an appreciation kuti inenge ichipinda papi. Others are very good at just demoralizing others, but hakuna munhu wamaona ati anga achitaura chimwe chirudzi pane vanhu vanga vachivaka. Vana vedu vemuno muZimbabwe vari kuita basa rinoshamisa, vatinozonoona vakune dzimwe nyika. Saka toda kumbozviombererawo maoko kuti zvechokwadi ndisu tazvigonera nyika yedu tega. Zvese izvi zvaiitika tisina leader anoteerera uyezve anonzwa zvichemo zvevana veZimbabwe, none other than His Excellency Comrade Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. Vanoti ngatiitei tivake nyika yedu. So to the fourth estate, ndoda kutenda ndichitenda zvakare kuti we are not in a campaign time where you say no, minister vauya kuzotitaurira zvekuti vaone kuvhoterwa. Hapana, wana 2028 ndopa vanenge vataura language yekuvhoterwa. Now tikutaura language yedevelopment, yekuvaka nyika. So I want to thank you so much and I'll leave time to you. But mukanyanya kubvunzawo mubvunzo wakamana chikafu chaibva. Mukabvunzisawo hatiri chinonoka toswera panapa. Thank you so much. Tari, in terms of completion, we are on 55%. But what is involved here, the civil works, zvamaona zvekuchera ndopa paine basa rakawanda stereki. Pamunozoona takuenda unoturika takuita madheka mamuchinzwaye takudira nekuzojoinza road hakusina basa rakawanda. Ndosaka manzi when showed by 31st July tinenge tapedza because kwakatobviwa ndo kwakareba. Saka round figure 55% progress to date, but you had in terms of the bridges kuti are at various percentages. Mamwe apera mamwe asati, but in terms of the overall project, that's where we are. Brother Tobias, Amalinda, you heard from the engineer that from the bridge up to the main road, that's about 800 meters. They're going to widen it, and they also move within the Glenora section 300 meters. And I was talking to my team that in a road inonzi Gumbi inaenda nekuseri, so we're also going to enlarge it, make sure that it will then connect traffic inenge ichienda kunana High Glen. So precisely this is the connection. So in terms of the bridge, you had the completion that they are about 36% or so, and as they open the bridge, then we'll also open the section 800 meters from the main section. So this is what we have. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, vakamboenda ku-auction ndozo dedzera mukanzwa nati nki kahama tinetavhara thrice toenda here. Yes, bam.
Right.
Oh, yes, madam.
Honorable Minister Nindirimuno Environment kakawanda kacho, and I'm noticing kuti munenge muchi tema zvakawanda pane wetlands anenge achishandwa nawo ndanzwa engineer vachitaura zvema rivers manzizi.
Team ye procurement ndomafambiro atinoita, and so far we are at 45 million that we have been that has been used on this particular project. And I'm happy that as we continue, I'm sure you understand the funding modalities, that Treasury is a loan facility. So as we tap into, as we draw down from that loan, the good thing is we also pay, we've got favorable payment terms as government, which is also a positive and also a humble plea to the private sector to partner with government so that tovaka nyika yedu. And Tete Rumbi, environment, you heard about the dump rock. That Papa Chara engineer, in terms of even managing the water channels, to read, maona kuti tirikwala wa mvura, so that vana vazoti mvura yakavharwa nebridge iri kuflowa zvakanaka. And in terms of rehabilitation, we also work closely, compliance, tinoto manage neEMA. EMA inouya ichiita ma-inspections ayo, where they want us to attend to, they'll then quickly do that. We also have our resident engineer Aripano to take all my issues pertaining to all different stakeholders. So we are also catering for the environment, and we are very, I'm sure as we then progress, you see even the outlook. Machina ni marira mamchuonaye. we'll start also embarking on the cleanup of this particular section. Saka, we are attending to the environment and also taking into cognizance the fact that, yes, that's where we also get our life in terms of clean environment, and precisely that's what we are doing as a ministry. But however, people of Zimbabwe, pampacho musamirire kungoti mhura. Zvamaona zvisina kunaka tiriko kakuministry. Zvino mukamirira kuti wandira kuti vachazenge vati zvakati, wozoti sei mamusina wanike. Kana matopaona naiti cheru ibvai matiudza musati maenda. Sensei, mava mataura. Sensei rimwe zita ravo unofunga washamisika. Kana sensei zita rebasa vanoti karati inotyisaiwa, ndo anonzi sensei ndo mukuru wekarati. So kana mine pamune maona pane pasina kugadzirwa zvakanaka, musamirire kuenda paTwitter. Minister pakati pana akambozoona pamba pasati papolishwa ndobva kakutenderera wanzi but maona vakupolisha manje kunotaka achiri madhaka nezvimamhororodzi zvamamuchiona zvo wozoona vakuya vachikwenenzvera vachipolisha zvokuti hamuchaona majoints. But mwanobva atotora kuti Mbudzi ndo paperera mari yadyiwa pano apa hatisati tapedza kuvaka. But kana paine pasina kunaka, let's also have maitiro ekuti isusu sevana veZimbabwe tiriko vedu pakaguvi. Minister vane zvakati zvisina kufamba zvakanaka. Ava shumba vari pa honorable Sako. Tofamba tikadai PS vedu vanenge varipo. Togadziridza nyika yedu. Because the negative thing kuti tizozvikorekta zvakune dzimwe nyika kwatisingazokwanisa kukorekta. Ende vanenge vane maonero avaita. Kuti tizoti aiwa pataiti pakadai ndisite tatouraya nyika. Saka chikumbiro zvakare. But let me also take this opportunity. It's almost 2 p.m. I'm sure we've posed my questions. If you didn't get a chance to ask us, feel free. We can engage through the ministry at any time. And we'll also be coming to radio, we'll also be coming to print so that we educate the people of Zimbabwe what we are doing as the Minister of Transport. Tinema departments, tinema parastatals. So you'll see me one day, Dine Air Zimbabwe, NRZ, Airports Company. Mobvunza vanenge vachida kufona whether is platform ye radio vane mvunzo inenge chida kuti tobva tabvunzana mvunzo vana veZimbabwe voziva nekuti pane munhu anogara wachimani kwa honorable Sako asina mbobvira akasvika kumakuti kwatakasvika parakazotoona kuti road yakugadzirwa makuti anoziva kuti ichasvikawo kwavo kuchimani zvinobatsira. Saka you see us as a ministry a rigorous and vigorous approach to the media awareness for the essence yekuti tiudze vana veZimbabwe kuti chii chiri kumboitika munyika yeZimbabwe. Thank you so much. Sensei, maruwa nani?
Tinokutendai nekuya kwamaita neinitiative yenyu yekuti ministry ite reach out to the media to showcase mabasa makuru ari kuitwa neNew Dispensation under the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure Development. The New Dispensation, under the able leadership of His Excellency the President Dr. Idi Mnangagwa, who believes that no one and no place shall be left behind, who believes in doing my actions more than kutaura. And ndofunga shefu, this is a very good initiative yekuti media yazvionera chero pamibvunzo maitonetseka kuti bvunzai zvemibvunzo media vachitoti you can see kuti vanhu vagutsikana nebasa guru raitwa pano. Ndoda kutenda zvakanyanya Minister of State wedu Comrade Tavengwa muridzindoari dzemusha nekuti tsigira tapinda mumusha menyu, and we are very happy nepresence yenyu. Takachiseka nawo chiti anhasi taexercisa chef matifambisa nhasi, which was a very good experience. And we agree all kuti zvinhu zvichitaurwa nezveinterchange tiri kunzoko nhasi mazotipinza mukati meinterchange tinyatsokuona zviri kuitika. There are 15 bridges being built, a lot of earthworks being done. Honorable Deputy Minister of Tourism, Comrade Mnangagwa, Tangatina, Comrade Tongai, and I think it's very important for the flow of even tourists into and out of the capital city of Zimbabwe. It's a game changer. The road which is going to come all the way from Beitbridge to Chirundu. Tinokutendai as well, my honorable members of parliament varipano, our permanent secretary, Comrade Chiringa,
all stakeholders from parastatals here present, the media, nekuya kwamaita tanzwa kuti 33 members of the press here available today. Ladies and gentlemen, tinokutendai kuya kwamaita kunoona the success story yekuti as Zimbabweans we can do it. This is an internally funded project without money from outside. Hachisi chikwere tichabva kuAmerica kana kuBritain. Nyika inovakwa nevene vayo. Pano kuti Shumba Murambwi through his able minister, the Ministry of Transport, ndo mabasa atiri kubata. Saka nemashoko ayo ndoda kutenda munhu wese auya pano tichiti tichadzoka zveshe ndofunga kana taakuzovhura zvakare this interchange, which is going to be the biggest in sub-Saharan Africa after South Africa. That's an achievement for us Zimbabweans. Let's walk standing proud of what we can do as Zimbabweans for our country.